Go or not to go? That's a question that many of you are asking yourselves as we get ready to end our Sunday evening with our family. My name is Timmesha Rogers, and I'm going to be your host for the Home Business Hangout coming up next week. I want to share with you my personal experience with Paycation travel and share with you what it's done for me. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's going to do the exact same thing for you because everybody is not like me. They didn't have my same circumstances. They were not dealing with the things that I was dealing with, my personal life, with my financial life. They may not have had the motivation or inspiration that I had. But I want to tell you today, no matter how great things may be at your job, no matter how phenomenal they may be in other aspects of your life, you have no clue what the future holds. Vacation travel is nothing more than a blueprint, a game plan, a business at that, but also a strategy that so many people before you have used to change their what if circumstances around, right? So I want to share with you today that it's worth it for you to just give us an hour, retain the information, and if anything, just give us an educated no. But don't say no to something that you have no clue about. You may have read some things, you may have seen some things online, but trust me, until you see it firsthand, until you review it yourself, until you actually have your own personal testimony, you can't believe what someone else told you. So, with that being said, I want to encourage you to come out. I am going to take a moment to share my personal experience with vacation travel just by highlighting some good and bad times of my life. All right, so bear with me one second because this is actually a note that I wrote as I was standing in front of Chase Bank, right, cashing this little stub. And this note, I was scared crapless because I thought it was a scam, right? I'm like, if they take me to jail, I'm going to make sure I have this note and show. Anyway, it says, this is my first actual Paycation check. I'm here at Chase cashing it now, and I'm so excited to think of what the next check will be like when I actually apply 10% of my time. This is a check in the amount of $445. Now, that's not a lot of money, but the key word was when I'm actually applying 10% of my time. This is because I introduced residual income into my home. I was a traditional business owner at the time. I did not have, in my mind, I did not have all this time to devote to vacation travel. I could only devote just a tiny bit. But do you know what this did for me? It could have been a paycheck covering my car note or insurance. It could have been many things. The fact was, I had it there to pull from when I needed it. Do you have something to pull from when you need it? Some people are actually one flat tire away from losing everything and they don't even think about it. They don't even know it, right? I had no clue that shortly after investing everything that I had into my traditional business, that it'd be up for foreclosure, right? So this is a letter that I used to hang on my refrigerator that says, my house was up for foreclosure. Property is going to the courthouse steps on May 15th, 2015 at 10 a.m. My response was, but God. It actually used to sit on my refrigerator next to an award that Paycation gave me as a national executive because I knew that this was going to be the way for me. I could have went out and got a job. I could have started selling stuff in my home. I could have done 1,000,001 other things, but I chose to hire my own faith, hire my own inspiration, hire my own trials and tribulations as a motivation that I was going to need to apply myself to get myself out of this. My CEO wouldn't have cared if I needed to make X amount of dollars, right, to cover and dig myself out of this hole. They wouldn't care. They're not going to give me any special overtime just to make sure I had to do it myself. So if you do have a job, that's great. Imagine what it'd be like to bring in 5 extra paychecks into your household. Could that really change some things? Could you imagine what you would do with an additional $600 in residual income just coming in every month? If you don't need it right now, then that's fine. Put in a savings account for your kids, right? Don't just think about yourself. Think about income generations to come, right? Because I made a choice. I now have this document here. This doesn't say that my house is on the courthouse steps. It says that they are giving that ownership back to me. So I have the documents here. Vacation changed so much for me in such a short period of time. But again, in the beginning, I had no clue what I was going to go through. What I went through, They actually gave me the Iron Man Award. I like to say the Iron Woman Award. But they noticed that no matter what, I wasn't going to give up. Couldn't stop, wasn't going to stop. An additional award as an international executive, meaning that not only did I help myself, I also turned around and helped others get to where I was going. That's an amazing thing. So I'm going to tell you today, come on out. Don't contemplate it. Go ahead and plop in the address. Figure out how long it's going to take you to get here and show up. You might be showing up to your future. You don't know how many blessings are attached to the decision that you're going to make this week. There's so many people who are connected to me who are bringing in financial increase to their families, who are bringing in experiences of a lifetime to their family because of the decision that I made. That right there is powerful, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not going to keep you too much longer. I want you to get back to your family, but I also want you to lock in the date, lock in the time, and show out and show up. You're under no pressure for anything. Give us an educated no, and that's fine. We can respect that. But don't let your fear put your faith in a wheelchair. My mentor once told me that the opportunity of a lifetime only lasts during the lifetime of an opportunity. $79, ladies and gentlemen, changed my life. It returns over to me so many times every month. And in a period of the year, it is countless how many times I've received a return on my $79 investment. If you do not have the money right now, that is fine. Come out, get the information, the knowledge, and get started as soon as possible. My name is Timmesha Rogers. I am a success coach and mentor. I'm so thankful that you tuned in. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you. And if you need a different time, if you're out of state or whatever the case may be, please reach out to either myself or to the success coach or the mentor who invited you to view this video or to come out to the Home Business Hangout and get that personal one-on-one intimate session so that you can have a keen and astute knowledge of the business. Again, I look forward to seeing you sometime sooner than later. No procrastination. My name is Timmesha Rogers. You all have a blessed one. Good night.